Doom, doom, doom. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Simply Magnificent Black and Bold with Court. Thank you for coming back to check the podcast out. So today it is definitely April. So welcome to spring. And we just want to talk about some of the spring vibes and some of the things going on in your area and just how to get out and be out and about and get some fresh air, you know? So, as you know, this is also a lot of things that's been going on in the world. We've had different things from the WNBA talking about bringing more money to the women that play the game of basketball, which is such beautiful things. Also, I want to talk about we could talk about traveling and then doing some other things and stepping into who you are as a woman. So this episode is called Culture, Confidence, and Being That Woman. So please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. So as I said, it is spring, and since it's spring, we also want to promote getting out and about and being in different kind of energy as it is now warming up. We want to change our clothes. As you see, I got a short sleeve shirt on. You want to be out and about. Even pollen is out. If it's pollen, if you're allergic to pollen, definitely try to take some Benadryl or something like that. Make sure you drink plenty of water with meds like that. So it's your antihistamines, so they can flush out of your system. Just some information about that. Um, but you also just want to make sure that you're stepping outside and resetting your goals and reconnecting with the person that you are. And for me, I'm trying to do that as well. So we've actually been going out for walks more, and actually those walks actually consist of at least 2.5 to 3 miles a day. We've joined different walk clubs here, not walk clubs, but like as in like groups on like different apps that we actually are part of here in Atlanta, like our sorority um, has a walk group. So shout out to them. So that's one way you can get active in your community. Also, a lot of people now are joining these run clubs, and these run clubs are actually taking place in your local areas, and a lot of gyms are having things like that too. So you should check something out like that. Also, just make sure you just stay active. Excuse me. Ooh. And make sure you stay active during the springtime, even during the wintertime, because you want to make sure that everything is everything, meaning your health is still good. You're able to run, jog, do this, do whatever you need to do for you and for your health. Um, so, uh, we just want to say on this episode, we are going to definitely embrace culture, confidence, and being that woman through sports, travel, and lifestyle and personal growth. So as you see, I got a new chair. We in here like swimwear. We got some new additional things coming to the podcast. We will be having new guests and more guests coming too. So as the heat rises here in Atlanta, meaning it's getting hot here in hot Atlanta, as they say, and on the East Coast, I had the pleasure of kind of beginning the season and enjoying some time in Virginia this past weekend back at home in Norfolk. So shout out to all my family members. But I was able to stay at home for a little bit of time and just enjoy being in Virginia, and it was actually pretty warm outside. I spent some time with my family and we just talked and hung out and like talked about like 5K and things we plan to do during the coming months. Also, just shout out to everybody in the 757, like the Norfolk, Virginia Beach, Chesapeake area, you know. But it was definitely nice being home. I actually was able to go to the gym while I was there. So that was nice as well for a couple of days. Some other things, ate some good food always. Always when you go home, it's always nice to have some good food from like the seafood restaurant because Norfolk is known for seafood, so that was pretty cool. So if you planning to travel this spring, definitely be ready for these gas prices. they a little high, they a little expensive. Okay. I know like here in Atlanta it was like 369. I think that was like the max that I saw. When I went home, it was 389. Like, but it dropped like on that Friday. But when I first got there, it was like 390 something. Then when I left, I went to BJ's. Shout out to BJ's and Costco's. Okay. Um, their gas was still high, but it was cheaper than what like your Shell or your BP. But those gas prices are high. So if you plan to travel, make sure you budget for your gas and also maintenance on your car. That's just being a responsible person because I feel like we don't take that in like account. Like I could tell you one time, for instance, we went on a trip and boom, got a flat tire. Oh man, an expensive getting a flat tire and having to like make sure we go get that fixed on top of events that we had to go to. Like that was like mind boggling. But when you travel, just make sure you are prepared for whatever may happen. And things like that. You know, you never know. But well, if you're traveling this spring, some things you could do, like here in Atlanta, you could go to like the Beltline. You got your rooftop brunches, and that's usually like any metro area or any area that has like nice skylines. Usually have nice rooftop brunches. So check some things out like that during the spring. If you plan to do some things, you could do like some festivals here in Atlanta. They got some things at Piedmont Park. I know they be having a lot of stuff going on at Piedmont, but there may be some other festivals in the area. You could go to oh, I was about to say the Braves, but you go probably out to the Braves. They probably got some stuff, and you know it's baseball season too. So it's baseball season, playoffs for basketball. Like we're gonna talk about this. Let's talk about it. But let's get back to some other things you could do. You could also go to Virginia Beach. Like we'll probably do some things later on during the summer where we'll go back to, as they call it, Va Beach to oceanfront, do some, you know, some family stuff and some beach stuff. And then you could go to DC for museum days. A lot of their museums there are free if you're traveling up to DC or Maryland area. But the East Coast definitely have a lot of escapes all the down. You could go to Virginia, you go to North Carolina to go to the beaches. You can go for food. You can go for clothes. You can go for museums, as we said. You can go for clubs, lounges, amusement parks. You got Busch Gardens, Six Flags, um, Tampa. You got Busch Gardens. You got here in Atlanta. You got Six Flags. You also got like water parks. You got your like water country. You know your local stuff that's like in Greensboro. So just check out your local stuff in the next coming weeks as it's getting warmer in the springtime. Make sure you out and about and you want to make sure you're creating memories and just moving and not sitting still. And you want to make sure you're saying something about fresh air and just experiencing life and feeling how you feel. But some things that I do want to talk about is like when you go home, you always want to try and reconnect to like with your friends or whatever. So I did try to reconnect with one of my friends, CJ. Hey, shout out best friend CJ, but our schedules was like kind of all and out of the way. Like, so next time I come home, we definitely want to link up. That's definitely a must. And shout out to everybody like Kay and everybody that's like from Virginia State. We're gonna try to link up someday. Because schedules always being an adult. I'm gonna tell y'all this: being an adult, be adulting. Like bills, life, trying to work, and trying to just be like, okay, let me constantly go to the gym. Like that gym will get to you. As y'all see, I be posting like in the gym, Planet Fit. You know what, Planet Fitness? I'm about to keep posting y'all till y'all sponsor me because you know what, I gotta show some results and I need y'all to put in some money to me. So we're gonna get something. We're gonna get this working. But as y'all saw, we've been definitely in the gym, like constantly trying to our do what we need to do our 45 minutes. And in those 45 minutes, We do a walk or we do a jog, but we also do try to do lifting weights and things like that. So, like I said, a healthy lifestyle. So, also, like, not just the gym, because as I said, it doesn't just start in the gym. You have to start with food. So, like, we're eating like more seafood. We're not doing like the carbs and stuff like that. We're doing more water. But we already did water. Like, I'm saying now, a gallon a day is what I already was drinking. So, but we're doing more of that, more clean eating, more fruits and vegetables, and especially since it's springtime, it's a lot easier to get fruits and vegetables that's in season that's also good. But I digress. But I also just want to talk about how important that is, with your health. And with spring, you want to be able to be mobile and agile and have that clear skin, that beautiful hair, that length, that growth, be that girl. But so I do want to also just reiterate, it is spring. Get out there and like, comment, and subscribe. You see right below. So you see our IG. Go to the IG, like it, comment, and subscribe. Send us an email if you want to be on the show. If you got some good content and you know what you want to talk about, hit us up. So let's put that swing on. Remember I was talking about sports earlier? Okay, the WNBA. So let's speak about how women are winning right now. The WNBA are definitely stepping their game up as they are bringing more awareness to women's sports, as well as they're bringing more money to these women. Like, some of these salaries that they had previously were crazy. That they were WNBA players, and they were not even, they were making less than, way less than the other males. And that's crazy because WNBA games way more entertaining. To be honest, if you look at the games, and you can argue with me if you want to, the women games are very more entertaining. The college games are more entertaining than some of the professional games. Like, the WNBA games are very good. So, bringing that with that, I actually saw some breaking news before getting up here that Asia Wilson um, signed a 3-year deal for $5 million. So, shout out to her on doing that. And then that means that's opening up more doors for women in sports to earn more money in general. So, this past week, they actually had the draft. And the draft did consist of many inspirational women and rookie energy, team excitement, and unforgettable like carpet moments. I know a lot of them took pictures. I saw that on IG. And we just want to check them out this season as they kick off their season. So you have somebody that was so I'm not gonna say Fudd. I'm gonna say their last names because I know their last names. So Fudd went to Dallas Wings. You have Miles that went to Minnesota Lynx. You have Betts that went to Washington. You have Rice that went to Toronto Tempo, and you have Flage. She actually went to one team and then got immediately sent to uh Seattle. And when I say, like, that's on the news, like, she's doing her thing. She's a very inspirational person. Like, watching her grow up, Flage, like watching her grow up into the person that she is now is like cool. Like, she owns land, she's a business owner. She understands what legacy is. She understands what the game of basketball is. And she also, like, I was watching her earlier, she says she wants to learn, like, being someone that she has scored however many points and she still knows it's like, okay, yeah, I still want to learn. I still want to do what I came to do, which is learn to be a better ball player. Like, I'm excited to see her play. So we're gonna see what these people do. Oh, and shout out to the woman that did get, Angel Reese. Shout out to her. She came to the Land of Dream. We were actually looking at some tickets to go see them. Um, So they have a big team, and if you don't know, go check the Atlanta Dream out this summer. Their lineup, Ryan, shout out to Sora Ryan. You know what? One day that's gonna be a thing. I want to see if I can get her on this podcast. Shout out to Ryan. We're gonna promote that too. Atlanta Dream. If I could get anybody from the Atlanta Dream on the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to the WNBA. But they are doing very, very big things out there in the WNBA. And also, you have the women that's in the NBA that I haven't mentioned that have fought for the rights of women to say, hey, we need more money. We need to be traveling, and we need to be traveling like the boys travel, meaning we need pro- um, jets just for us. Not we have to fight with other people to get a seat, or we have to pay for our own flight. Like we should be able to do these things just as the guys, you know? But that's one of the great things that have come from the women that's before the Asias and things like that. The Asias, the Rice, the Flages, and the Foods. These are the people that come before them that have fought for them. So that's exciting. So go check out some of their games this summer. If you're in DC, go to the Mystics game. If you in Dallas, Dallas got some teams. Y'all got Houston. You got Houston. You could go anywhere to shoot. Hold on, let me start. Texas got some teams. You got the Dallas Wings. You got Houston Rockets. You got San Antonio Spurs. Shout out to my team. Go Spurs. um, like, wait, am I missing a team? Wait, Rockets, Spurs, will Wings. I feel like I'm missing one. Look, if you in the comments, if you watching this right now, if you see this, make a comment. If you know if I'm missing a team from for the NBA or the WNBA in Texas, but for some reason I feel like I am. But we're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it later. But so that's the draft was one of the biggest things that I just wanted to talk about. And it was like it did bring like that branding and that confidence and style. Like the women athletes that they showed in that night, all of them were dressed to a T. Some of them had like suits on, dresses. They took wonderful pictures, and it's cool to see them continue their career in the WNBA. And also, we had somebody here from Atlanta, Georgia that went to Westlake that she is just got drafted too. She went to where? South Carolina. Yeah. Raven Johnson. Yeah. She just got drafted. So shout out to her as well. Um, but this episode is also deeply just we just wanted to talk about how being a woman and showing up confident and traveling and being about my business and just staying consistent in the gym has allowed me to be like fully enjoy like life and fully enjoy the space that I'm in, and let me know that it's okay to be comfortable. It's okay to be, as they say, a soft girl life. But like I'm just it's okay with where we are right now. So as I want to remind you, this episode is called Confidence, Culture, and being that woman instead of that girl. We that woman because we older than that. But that was just something I wanted to say. And we're talking about stepping into that era. Um, and shout out to that noise, whatever. But, uh, and so I want every woman that is listening to this podcast to know that being a woman is not being perfect, but it is having confidence, being disciplined, and having self-care and taking some time out for yourself and showing up for your goals, just not showing up for everybody else. You want to also make sure you want to stay connected with your culture and own your own space. And having all of those traits means that you know who you are. You feel that you are able to stand on your it's not even just stand on your own. You're able to talk about it, because sometimes that's one thing we lose the sight of, is that communication can help us grow and feel better. and that talking about things, make things, releasing things out in the air, makes sometimes life reality and make things set in. When it comes to discipline, like going to the gym, you just want to make sure you're consistent with drinking your water. As I say, it does start in the kitchen. You want to make sure you're eating right. You want to start there and then work into the gym. Do your 2 to 3 days. Get that in there. Some self-care for me. My self-care, I'm not even gonna hold you. I like doing the podcast. So I feel like that's one of the things I'm trying to be more consistent on and being disciplined on is doing that for me because I feel like that's really important. Showing up for my goals, as y'all know, like I have a business out there that I'm trying to promote. It's called CE. Um, Services, media services. So we do your like flyers, we'll do like websites, podcast editing. If you want to start a podcast, we can help you do that. We can help you get on the platform like this and do all the things that you want to do, make your dreams come true as well. You want to stay connected with your culture. So for me, my culture is everybody that's up and down the East Coast, Texas, California. If you're out there and I know you, you know me, and we locked in. What's up? But yeah, just staying with my culture and being with my also blue and white family as well, and my D9 family. And owning your own space. Owning your own space is just knowing who you are, being able to say, "This is mine. This is me. This is who I am. This is Courtney. You know, this is Simply Magnificent, Black and Bold with Court." The podcast, like that's me owning my own space. So again, spring is here and the weather is high and the WNBA is growing. And also the NBA championships have started. So check them out too on Prime. It started last night with the play-ins. So if you want to check out some more information, some more content from the podcast, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also know traveling is calling. Go to the East Coast, go to the West Coast, travel, do something this summer. Get out and be mobile, you know. And then just a reminder to be confident, enjoy the season and the full step of the woman or man that you're becoming, or the uncle, the glunkle, whatever you want to be, my girl. So what I do want to see is like I'm gonna show y'all some places that y'all can check us out. We actually are on, like I said, Instagram. And we have a check us out on our Twitter where all podcasts can be viewed. We got our website. We might just have some other things coming. We're gonna see, make sure everything is connected. Um, but we're gonna show you some things that's going on the profiles, and like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna make sure you see everything, you know. So here we have our Instagram. This is our IG. It's Simply Magnificent Black. Um, we do have over here some upcoming stuff. As we talked about, like autism. This is Autism Month. This is April. So this is Autism Awareness Month. If you know anyone or that is affected by autism, there are special classes and trainings and things you can take this month. I actually have a sorority sister that I actually want to come on the show to talk about some sensory things and just provide some information. So her name is Ty. We're gonna see if we can get her on the show. She actually does different talks and things like that. She's an advocate. Um, and then we have like different like, oh, that's me working out, like I was saying. So shout out to Planet Fitness. Come on, Planet Fitness. Sponsor your girl. Shout out to Shay. She's my loctician. So it was nice having her on the show. We had an episode with her. Um, and then yeah, you know, it's my episode, the Kay's episode. Shout out to Kay. We'll probably we gonna have her back. And then also we'll have some serious conversation now. Short but serious. Voting is very important. Get out and vote and do what you need to do on your part. I know this is April 8th. This is when that talk did happen. However, get out. and vote and know where you need to vote at. Be active in your community by voting. Thank you, and thank you for my TED talk. um, but when you're voting, just know who you're voting for and your rights and what the person that you're voting for stands for. Don't vote because of the name. Know why you're voting for them. So you see here we're live from Atlanta. Uh, Keisha from Georgia liked some of our posts. Shout out to my cousin that liked some of our posts. And yeah, here's our podcast flyer. Simply magnificent, black and bold. Check out this QR code. Scan that, and you can see all places where we are located. So, thank you for coming to uh today's episode. Like I don't know what the camera did, but it's okay. Thank you for coming to today's episode. We just want to say thank you, and thank you for joining us. If you have any comments, if you want to be, again, if you want to be on the podcast, let me know. Okay. And we'll see what we can do. So, peace out. Thank you. Oh, and last time we had technical difficulties. So, it's been like an episode that y'all missed. So, sorry for the wait, but thank you. Peace out. Love from Simply Magnificent, Black and Bold. This is Court.